The man who lost everything, and found it all. James Walker had built his life from the ground up. Raised in a modest countryside home, he had always dreamed of making it big in the city. Through tireless work, sleepless nights, and relentless dedication, James opened a small retail store. That store grew into a chain, and soon he was at the head of a thriving business empire. He had wealth, respect, and a wide circle of influential friends. At business conferences and city events, he was always greeted with admiration and applause. But success came at a quiet cost. James slowly traded sincerity for ambition. He no longer had time for deep conversations or genuine connections. The man who once valued people began to value numbers and deals. Every goal achieved only birthed a new one, and his heart drifted further from the simple joys of life. One day, he was presented with a golden opportunity, a high-level international investment promising astronomical returns. The offer looked perfect: foreign partners, global expansion, and unmatched growth. Without hesitation, James poured all his savings into it. He even took loans and bet his assets on this new venture. It was a trap. The investors disappeared. The project crumbled. Lawsuits flooded in. Offices shut down, his properties were seized, and his name, once a symbol of success, became a cautionary tale. Friends vanished, phone calls went unanswered, and even his closest companions turned cold. He found shelter in a small, run-down apartment offered by an old acquaintance. To survive, James collected scrap metal from alleys and bus stops, living day to day on bits of bread and coffee. He who once drove luxury cars now walked miles in patched-up shoes. One freezing morning, at a bus stop, he noticed an elderly man shivering in the cold. James had nothing but a warm thermos of tea, and he shared it. The old man looked at him and said, "You didn't just give me tea. You gave me hope." Those words struck deep. That day, James realized that in all his years of wealth, he had never given anyone such a gift. From then on, he started doing small acts of kindness, sharing meals, offering comfort, and speaking to those the world ignored. Slowly, he found meaning again, not in profits but in presence. His days were now filled with the smiles of strangers and the warmth of real gratitude. Local charities noticed him. They saw in him not a fallen businessman but a man of experience and empathy. He began volunteering, mentoring young people, helping the homeless, and comforting the elderly. His advice was not from textbooks but from scars. A journalist once asked him, "You've lost everything, your wealth, your status. Yet you seem happy. Why?" James smiled and replied, "Because I've found what I didn't know I was missing. I lost everything. But in doing so, I found peace, purpose, and the kind of wealth that doesn't fade." His story spread quietly through the city, inspiring many. He didn't reclaim his fortune, nor did he seek fame. But James Walker became something far greater than a businessman. He became a whole human being.